Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard
line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he put it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, 81 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A first carry down. This is Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Well, he'll find Hall. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Burrow will throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And the Bengals.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
This will be caught inside the 10. Let's go. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
first and
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Off the option, that's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Lions' 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 14, Lions 7.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Curtis Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Kenny Galladay. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, Jackson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's good.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Bengals.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
16 yards.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. This will be caught at about the 6. Now a timeout taken.
Number 30.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Bosher is set to kick off.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Quez Watkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Bengals 21, Lions 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
36-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And some space here. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
Bring in the 2nd string. Bring in the 2nd string.
Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
First down. Here's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Julian Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it's third down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Lions 28, Bengals 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And the Bengal first
His
down.
big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. He's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, Burrow under a heavy rush, and down he goes. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Burrow. Got his target, Samuel. 20, 10, 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Curtis Samuel, 63 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. One hand.
Jackson's pass.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it at the 42. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is the tight end Fant, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there.
3-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Burrow will throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Watkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Quez Watkins.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete.
no good.
So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is Gibson. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here we go with Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now for the all-critical extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Down Cincinnati.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Quez Watkins, the intended target.
And it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
1st down, Bengals.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Here back to his own 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. And he is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety, and the game is over. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
You really just wanted 4.